Here we are at the full moon time again. So let's take a look at this awesome Sagittarius full moon that's coming up on June 3rd, June 4th, depending upon where you are. Here in the United States, it'll be happening on June 3rd. But if you're east of us, all the way around to west of us, it'll be happening on June 4th. So like Europe and Asia and Africa and like the South Pacific and stuff. So let's start first by looking at the chart, and then we'll go to Stellarium, my favorite, to see how both things are, how we can understand what's going on through both things, right? Okay, so here we are at the full moon, right? Sun is at 13 degrees, 18 minutes of Gemini, and the moon reaches 13 degrees, 18 minutes of Sagittarius. And here they are exactly opposite from each other, right? So when we start to switch over to looking at the Stellarium, we're going to notice that Antares is going to be very close to the moon. Antares, the heart of the Scorpion. The moon is rapidly moving towards that galactic center space. So Antares is at 10 degrees Sag. And then opposite that, we're going to see the sun is in the bull near Aldebaran, the eye of the bull, because that's at 10 degrees Gemini, right? So a couple other things before we like hop over there. Just going to notice Venus is still in the evening sky, right? So the ascendant, descendant, that's the horizon line. And then the sun has already set, the moon has risen at the full moon. This is all here for me in Aspen, Colorado. So if you're in a different location, the sun might be up at the exact time of the full moon, or the moon might be over here, right? But this is anchored for where I am, but the chart still applies. It's just going to rotate or turn based upon your location, and the minutes could change just a little with like, well, no, actually not with that. Never mind. I take that all back. But with the ascendant, descendant, the midheaven, and the home and roots will change where you are. So back to Venus. So Venus is still in the evening sky, rapidly getting closer to Mars, right? So if you're out at night, and again, we'll look at this in the software, but I just want to anchor us into the chart is a map of the sky. So we're going to find these things here, and then we're going to move over to the stellarium.org software, and we'll see, oh, wow, it's all still there, right? So Venus is in the evening sky after the sun set. Mars is in the evening sky after the sun has set. Venus is so bright right now. So if you haven't gotten out to see her yet, I highly recommend, because she's just like the first thing that lights up the sky, and it's just so powerful and beautiful. But she's quickly moving towards Mars. They're going to get closer and closer and closer as we move into the summer more. And then Venus is going to go retrograde, and we're going to start to move towards a new Leo cycle, right? Venus is almost there. Venus moves into Leo on Monday, June 5th. I knew it was coming up. And then she's going to stay there till October. So like, that's a big deal, right? Because the whole retrograde, her whole retrograde loop's going to happen in Leo. And then the new Venus cycle is going to start in Leo. So there's a lot of Leo stuff coming up for us around the sacred feminine. So what else did I want to say? Oh, Venus just moved into the third eye chakra. We're in the evening star time, where we're moving back up through the chakras. So when the moon was all the way back over here with Venus, that's when we moved into the third eye. So it's a month of tuning into reclaiming, re-empowering, or further empowering our third eye, our sight, our intuition, right? All of this so perfect as we move towards this Leo time. Okay, so now let's switch over to a new share over to the Stellarium software, and we're going to see the chart. Same thing right here in the sky, right? So the sun is just set here near Aldebaran, the eye of the bull. The full moon is over here in the Scorpion near Antares. And here is the center of the galaxy, right? The galactic center, this place right here. So you can see this is represented in the chart that we saw, right? So what does it mean for this Sagittarius moon to be happening near this heart of the Scorpion, right? That heart kind of energy. What does it mean for the sun opposite this full moon to be near Aldebaran, the eye of the bull? And then if I'm going to slide over here and we're going to zoom into this little part for a second. So when you see like those ancient Egyptian, the crowns like Isis wears, there's the sun in the horns of the bull right there, right? We're coming into that time. It can be seen in different ways, but that's one of the ways for sure. That solar disk is there in the horns of the bull. Pretty cool, right? Just bringing all these different things together. Okay, so let's zoom out for just a little bit and we can see the green line is the horizon line. The orange line is the path of the galaxy, the Milky Way line. So Venus is here in the evening sky. The sun is set in an alignment with Castor and Pollux, which Mars was there not too long ago, and Mars is up there. So you can see Venus getting closer to Mars each night before her retrograde loop starts, and she's going to move back across parts of the sky that she has walked across. So yeah, let's get out there and check things out and see. So maybe this night of the 3rd for me, I'll be able to see that Castor and Pollux and Venus all in a near straight line, the way it was with Mars before the moon rises. And you'll still see Venus and everything when the moon rises. But once that full moon rises, you know, a lot of the stars get lost in the light of the full moon. So, okay, I think that's everything I wanted to just kind of like touch base on today. Wishing you a beautiful full moon. And I'll just add, I love the full moon as a time of celebration, right? Think if we were still living in our ancestral lands with our people, we would build a bonfire, we would come together, the priests would hold a ceremony, right? And we would like celebrate the full moon, that energy, right? In our current culture, there can be such a focus on releasing at the full moon. And I just feel like that's just like another doing thing. So there's so much time for releasing as the moon is waning. Just let's use that full moon time to like celebrate something that's just so special and unique about you. All right, blessings. Thanks for watching.